Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing the Tier 8 American Premium Tank Destroyer, the T28 Defender. This is actually a really fun vehicle, and one that I haven't made a video on in a while, so I figured, why not today? Now, the T28 Defender is a triple shot 400 alpha tank destroyer, but kind of think of it like a heavy. The vehicle has 10 degrees of gun depression, only reaches a top speed of 30, and has pretty good armor. 215 millimeters on the turret, 203 millimeters on the hull, so your best bet is going to be putting on enhanced armor. Now, unlike the Tech Tree T28 prototype, which has no roof weak spots due to it not having a roof, this tank does have two hatches, which are weak points if you do have the ability to shoot them. It's kind of weird. You would think that the vehicle that has no roof would be more susceptible to damage, but nope. Having no roof on your vehicle removes hatches. And sure, if you're looking above the tank, you can shoot into it and pen it, but that doesn't change the fact for if you're looking above the T28 Defender, you can also shoot the roof and pen it. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those things that's a little goofy, but oh well. Either way, this tank is a triple shot autoloader, 400 damage, and it's kind of like an IS-3 Defender, but slightly better. What do I mean? Well, the IS-3 Defender has some really, really good things going for it. It's got super good mobility, top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, it's got 7 degrees of gun depression, it's got really good armor, especially after the buffs. The problem with the IS-3 Defender is the gun. Oh my god, is the gun bad. It has some of the worst dispersion and on-move values I've ever seen. It makes a 116 F3 look accurate. I just hate the gun on that tank. And you see, the T28 Defender, it's not a lot more, on its accuracy, but it is still more accurate. And because of that, this gun makes the IS-2 Defender's gun look terrible. Plus, it has a slightly faster interclip instead of, I think, the 7.1 or 7.5 seconds the IS-2 Defender has. This is 6.7. And not only that, it has slightly more DPM, giving it a faster reload. So this tank is basically just a slower, better version of the IS-3 Defender in terms of the gun. The downsides are you're a tank destroyer, so you have 500 less hit points, and you also have a little bit worse armor. Not a lot worse armor, I will clarify that. This tank has pretty good armor. I'm not going to sit here and say that it has bad armor. It's just not the best armor profile, especially when you compare it to heavy tanks of the same tier. So, up against us, we have a Helsing in the back, which I'm not able to shoot just yet. We have a Lupus and IS-5. Is this IS-5 going to try and rush me? Not really sure, but... Oh, there it is. The Defender Mark 1 hits me. Ah, okay, bro. Just hits every shot. Alright, well, we do have the rear of the IS-5. We're aiming on that. Okay. Well, there goes almost half of my health, just like that. Very, very cringe. I guess I'm just not allowed to have fun right now. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. That Helsing's just going to stare at me, and even if I poke the IS-5, I bet you that Helsing's going to poke me again, but we'll find out. There you go, another nice shot. There's the Helsing. However, this time, the Helsing does not pen me because I actually angled my armor towards him. We got the IS-5 one more time, aiming, boom, 372. We get a bounce, and we back up. See, that's a good example of where the gun on this tank is really nasty. We took 1,200 hit points off that player. That's a lot of damage, especially for the fact that we just back in the cover, and we're completely fine. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push wide with the Samwa and try and shoot the Scorpion. Scorpion gets shot once, and gets shot twice. Now, we're just going to roll around the corner, get a nice 470 damage high explosive, and clear that player right out of the game. We got the IS-5 in the back. Let's see if we can get a shell into that player. Aiming, and bonk. Nice, 392. Let's reload again. 3, 2, 1. Let's see, is that IS-5 going to continue? Probably not, but oh wow, that was a pretty bad shell there. You can see the accuracy on this tank. It's not great, but as I said, it's a lot better than the IS-3 Defenders, which means that you can still hit some of your shots. So we have the Salma trying to push the Defender Mark 1. That Defender is probably going to push into the base cap, which is exactly what they're doing. So what are we going to do? Well, we are going to reload. We're going to get an easy clearing shell into the enemy Defender Mark 1, and then this Object 274 is going to get behind the T28 Defender, or not T28 Defender, just the T28. We're going to get in a nice shell ourselves. Samwa gets the clear, and then we have the Lycan around this corner, which we get a nice shell into as well, and we back up. You can see exactly why I enjoy this tank, though. We are already up to 3,100 damage. The gun worked great. The damage per minute on this tank is really solid, and just like that, this will be a super easy win. Unfortunately for me, we're not really going to deal too much more damage, because the Defender Mark 1 right in front of us, we just don't reload to get another shell into. But still, a really good game. I enjoy this tank a lot. And as I said, it's got gun depression, 10 degrees. So even if you're on a ridge line, you can still use it. We did top on the team. We blocked a lot. We did a lot. We did bleed some of our health in the beginning, but not too much of a problem. How much DPM does this tank have? 2,100. Yeah, that's not bad at all. And as you saw, the dispersion is 0.308, which is actually decent as long as you're fully aimed in. So the on-move might not be fantastic, but it's actually fairly good, everything considered. And it's why this is a vehicle that I do constantly recommend people to get when it's for sale. It's a very cheap tank most of the time, 7,500 gold, you know, somewhere around that ballpark. And for that, you're getting a solid premium. A lot of people don't realize this, but premiums and collectors are very different. Collectors can be nerfed. Premiums cannot. Now, is Wargaming going to convert all of the premiums into collectors? That's an entirely different question that we'll have to find out at some point in the future. But as of now, the T28 Defender is still a premium tank, meaning that it will not be able to ever get nerfed, and that's really nice. Now, I don't think Wargaming would ever nerf the tank to begin with, but it's still nice to know that the vehicle itself can't really change. Alright, well, let's move up. Oh my god. Alexa! Alexa! Shut up! I hate Alexa, bro. I really do.
Timer stopped on steps echo dot.
Okay, anyway. My parents have their Alexa hooked up to my Alexa, and even though they're in Arizona, and I'm not, it still tells me when their timer's going off, which is a little bit annoying. But either way, let's move up just a little bit. We got the Annihilator. Definitely not going to be able to hit that. We have the Mill in front of us, and this is where having... Okay, that was a little bogus, but it's alright. We back up. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Mr. Emil. How are you doing? There you go. Nice shot. Unfortunately, the enemy T28 Defender is camping in their spawn and does end up hitting me, which is a little bit lame. We have the Annihilator in the back. We have the enemy T28 Defender. We have the IS. There's a lot going on right now. We got the Bisante. Let's aim it on the side. Boom. There you go. Nice 356. And what we're going to do now is we're going to back up. I already see my Carnarvon Defender is going to be dead. And that's a problem all on its own. So what we need to do... good job from our T49. Yeah, this is cooked already. My Annihilator's dead. The enemy team has a T28 Defender in the back, which unfortunately I can't really do anything about. And it's cooked at this point. It's absolutely cooked. I mean, I can shoot at the Annihilator. I'm not really worried about that player. Easy shell into the Annihilator for 357. And we reload. 3, 2, 1. Oh, not quick enough to get that shell out. It's not too big of a problem, but wish my shell was just a little teeny bit faster. Yeah, nice. Easy snap into the Emil. But again, our team is absolutely tragic. The Annihilator is most likely going to die. Indeed he does. The Emil is going to push my teammate, which is not very good. And the Carnarvon Defender is just getting absolutely caught off guard, which I can't do anything to really, you know, save. We do have the Emil, though, which I get a nice 394 into, and now I back up. Let's see, Carnarvon Defender. All right, and let's load in a gold shell. There you go, nice 366. Unfortunately, I have tanks on my side, which I can't do anything about. And we still have the Emil over here, which I don't know what to do at this point. I mean... I did my job, I penned my shots, and we still did 2,500 damage, even with this awful team, but AFK Shark, that alone sucks, because this is one of the strongest tier 10, or tier 8 heavies, and just AFK, no camo, obviously not a good player to begin with, but even worse when he's AFK. And our 2 heavies went into town alone, didn't know what they were doing, and they were in platoon, that's the goofiest part. We had 2 platooning heavies who went 2 opposite ways. What's the point of platooning if you're not going to actually act as platoon mates? I don't know, bro. I do know that we did top on the team. That's not even a question. And then he comes back and kills the IS. Bruh. I actually have a belief that Wargaming has AI in the game, and when you are AFK, it will put AI active when they start getting shot. I swear. Either way, if we take a look at the post-game results here, we did 2,500 damage. Boom. And we did pretty good, honestly. And there's our team. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? The fact that our T29 did worse than a basically AFK player is pretty impressive. And I don't know why these Carnarvons split up, as I said. Like, I don't understand that. You're in a platoon, and both of you go opposite flanks of the map. Like, what's the rationale behind that? I don't think there is much, but whatever. Either way, here we are on Middleburg. I'm going to do one more game because that team is so tragic. I want to get another chance of a team that isn't that bad. So this game, we are, well, on Middleburg. As I said, the T28 Defender is not the fastest tank, only going around 30, but what's nice is that it has a decent power-to-weight ratio, so it's not like the worst level of speed either. Are we going to go town? Well, at least our Carnarvon Defender seems to go up. Oh, man. The problem with this map is when you have a team that splits, it's awful. Right? You have a G-Sor that's going town. And look, like our heavy, they just don't know what they're doing. They're so lost. And the problem with that is, as we can see, the enemy team is already in the town. So you're in this absolutely awkward situation where the enemy team is going town, they're going up, they don't know what they're doing. It's bad. It's really, really bad when you get a result like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself on this area right here. And that's exactly why, because we can get an easy shell into the enemy Jagdtiger, and we can aim it on his upper plate, and there you go. Another nice shot for 430. And this is exactly why being in a tank like this feels really, really nice, because I have damage output that even the, Jagdtiger doesn't. The Jagdtiger 88 has one of the most dangerous guns in Tier 8, 3,500 DPM. But the thing is that I still feature just as dangerous damage output because I conserve my DPM for a clip, right? So we have the ISU 152 who was last over here. So let's poke this corner. Let's aim it on the ISU. There you go. Nice 500 roll. And let's see if the ISU shoots. Indeed, that player does, which means they're already dead. We have the 112 Glacial over here, and we still have 2 shells left. So what we're going to do is we're going to push right up on the Glacial. We're going to get some damage into this player. So let's move up, and here we go. Boom. Oh, thank you, RNG, as usual. Gotta love when you miss a very, very easy shot. As I said, this gun is not the most accurate, and it is something you will have to deal with. It misses some very easy shells. Alright, well, I don't really care about the 112. I just don't. I'm just going to angle the vehicle. Yep, I get a bounce. The reason I'm still here is because I want to make sure the enemy team doesn't fully win on base cap. I'm not going to cap the base, because I'm pretty sure the G-Sor will, indeed. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to move up the hill and support my team, which really needs the support. We're still up on cap as it is, so I'm not really worried about that. The AMX CDC just got completely killed as well, so this is a very, very confirmed win at this point. All we need to do is climb up the hill. I'm going to try and get that T-77. I just saw that CDC turret move, so I'm pretty sure the T-77 is still right here. Now, you'll notice that, yeah, we're not going too fast right now. Again, top speed of 30, you're not a very quick tank. But we will get our speed boost back in just a moment. And again, with 10 degrees of gun depression, it means that I can work really any ridgeline. So there you go. Nice shell into the enemy Defender Mark 1. Then we have the T-77 right here, which we are going to get a super easy pen into for 380 damage. And the Defender gets one more pen. We're going to reload. 3. I was hoping we could get that final shell out, but we still did really good. I mean, I don't know exactly how much damage we did, but I know we did a lot. And it is such a good example of this tank, right? No matter what situation you're stuck in, the T28 Defender feels great. It's got enough damage output that even Tier 9s aren't that big of a threat. You have really, really good levels of pen. You have solid armor, and the mobility is a lot better than the tech tree, so it's still usable. Either way, let me know what you guys think about this vehicle, but I think it's great, and it's definitely a tank I would keep an eye out for. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!